Hey everybody, it's me again. We are going to be working for our upper bodies for this strength class today. So we'll be working our shoulders, our chest, our back, some more abs, and some more lower back. So we're going to be doing some beginner level exercises. That way anybody can participate. And if it's too easy, you can always do more. And if it's a little bit too difficult, you can take a break, grab a drink of water, and join us when it's ready. Or you can do a modification, and I'll teach those as well. So let's do some shoulder rolls to warm up. Backward shoulder rolls, and then bring it forward. Stretching through our neck. Let's look over the right shoulder. Then look over the left shoulder. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead, lean back, look back as far back as you can. Exhale, sink down, let your arms hang down, let them swing. Back roll up one vertebrae at a time, and we're going to do some twists. So just twisting to the right, twisting to the left. Make sure that you're breathing, just loosening everything up in the upper body. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back, open through the chest, lift the arms so you can see how high can you get your arms in front of you, behind you, I should say. We're going to reach forward, spread out the shoulder blades. You can see I'm rounding out my back as I do this exercise to really stretch through the back exercise, back muscles. Shake it out, and we're going to get started. So the first exercise we're doing works the whole upper body, and they're called walkouts. So we're inhaling up, exhaling down to the floor, walking our hands out the plank. Hold your plank for 1 moment, and then walk it back. The more weight you put into your hands, the more you're working into your shoulders and arms. So walk it out. Let's try going nice and slow. If this is a little bit too difficult, what you can do is walk it out, bend your knees, drop down to the knees, walk it back, and then bring it back and stand up. So the modification for this exercise is to go down to your knees, immediately walk the hands out, and walk the hands back. So that's one way to do it. However you decide is up to you, but keep trying. It's not about speed. It's about using good form and following what your body is telling you that you can do. Keep going. I forgot my timer, so keep doing those. Let me grab my timer. Okay, now we're good. Go ahead and stop. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls after that one. Shake it out. And now we're going to drop down to the floor. We're going to walk back out into our plank position. And now we're doing shoulder taps. So we're going to tap the right shoulder, tap the left shoulder. From another angle, tap, tap. Keep going, keep your hips low. If this is too tough, you can drop down to the knees and do the same exercise. It's up to you how you do it, but the clock is going. So we're doing shoulder taps. Make sure you breathe. This works the abdominals. This works the shoulders. This works a lot of muscles at one time. The slower you go, the more you work your abs. The faster you go, the more you work your hands, or your arms and hands and forearms. So you pick your speed. 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Give yourself a couple wrist rolls after that. You're using your wrists a lot. Shake it out. Whatever feels good. And now we're going to lay on the mat, on our bellies. We're going to lift our body up. See how it feels right here, stretching through the abdominals. And then we're going to raise the arms out to the side. Keep the upper body off of the mat. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades reaching back, and then reach forward, clap the hands. Reach back, squeeze the shoulders, reach forward, clap. Squeeze, clap, squeeze. You should feel your upper back and lower back working. Good job, keep it going. Keep the toes glued to the floor. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Don't forget to do that last squeeze. Drop it down, take a deep breath, relax your lower back, relax your upper back. And now we're going to line up our fingertips with the fronts of our shoulders. We're going to keep our arms nice and tight. I want you to bend your knees, bringing your heels back towards your behind. And from here, we're going to press up. And then we're going to hug our arms in toward our body, drop all the way down. Take a rest on the floor for a moment, and then press up. Keep the elbows close. Lead with the chest. Look down to the floor, but don't bend your head, and then press up. This is a tricep push-up. Keep going with those. You only have 15 seconds left, but it's so important that your arms stay close to your body, not turning your elbows out. The arms are close. You've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a few wrist rolls right here. Upper body's tough because we use our wrists and arms a lot. The next exercise we're doing is a regular push-up. So now we're still on our knees. We're looking forward, but now we want a wider stance with our wrists. We're going to drop all the way down to the floor. Make sure that our wrists are in alignment with our shoulders. And then we're pressing our body off of the floor. We're going to lower down, tap the chest to the floor, pick it back up. Make sure we look forward. Do as many as you can. Bend the elbows, straighten the arms. Keep going. Use your chest muscles here. Look forward. Don't hang your head down. You only have 10 more seconds. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back. Roll out the wrists. Our wrists are working pretty hard today. Let's give them a little bit of a break. So we're going to drop down to our belly again. Earlier we did the wide squeeze and clap. Now we're lifting our body up just a tiny bit off of the floor. So our chest is off of the floor, our toes are on the floor. We're looking forward. Raise the hands up. Now we're going to squeeze the elbows together, almost like you're trying to touch your elbows together behind your back. So we're going to squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. You can tap the floor in between. Squeeze, tap, squeeze, tap, squeeze, tap. Keep going. Look forward. Don't let your head hang down. The harder you squeeze, the more you're working your upper back muscles. Keep looking forward. Keep your upper body lifted off of the mat. Squeeze and tap. Let's do 3 more. 2, and 1. Bring it up so that you're on your knees, hands and knees. Let's do a couple quick cat-cow poses just to stretch through the back. So we exhale into cat pose, inhale into cow pose. Cat pose, we look down at the floor. Cow pose, we look up at the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to cat, cow. Exhale to cat. From here, we're going to do an exercise called plank walk. So that works the backs of our arms. So we're going to start with the easier version. I'll show you the harder version too. So we're holding a modified plank. We're going to drop down elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. So we're going from a low plank to a high plank. Or if you want to try to do it a little bit at a higher level, raise, and then drop, drop, raise, raise. So you're on your toes for the more challenging version. Whichever one you choose, stick with it. So you can always drop to the knees if it gets to be too difficult. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work with that. We're going to do abdominal muscles next. So we're going to come up back into that high plank position. And we're going to bring our knee to our elbow, just stepping forward and step back. Other side, knee to the elbow and back. Keep the hips low. Go ahead and get started. The timer is going. Well done. Step as high forward as you can. Almost like you're about to run a sprint. Keep going, keep stepping. If this gets to be too tough, you can drop down to your knees, step your knee wide, step your knee back, step your other leg wide, step it back. 3, 2, 1, drop down, stretch through the lower back. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to roll forward, back to our belly, hands in front of the body. We're going to raise the left leg as high as you can, then raise the right leg as high as you can. Left leg, right leg, just like you're marching your feet, up and down. Almost there. Squeeze the glutes. Keep looking forward. This is a really good exercise to strengthen the lower back and also work the glutes. If this is too hard, you can bend your knees and just raise one leg up at a time with your knees bent. You still have 10 seconds. Keep going. Three, two, one. Next exercise is for your shoulders again. So we're going to bring it up to hands and knees. We're doing a downward facing dog to a plank position. So our hands are firmly planted on the floor. Lifting the hips up into downward facing dog as we exhale. And then we inhale and we roll forward to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Keep going, exhaling and inhaling. Make sure if you need a break, stop, drop to your knees, roll the wrists. This is putting a lot of strain on the wrist. So if you feel any sort of pain, take a break. Keep going though. We're exhaling to downward facing dog, inhaling to plank. Keep breathing. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. You're almost there. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's flip it over. So we're laying on our back. We did hip bridges for our last class. We're going to add on to that and do a hip bridge walk. So we're starting with our heels really close to our body. We're going to lift the hips, drop the hips, walk 1 inch away, lift, drop, step it out, lift, drop. Keep going. At a certain point, you will have to lift your toes off of the floor. Eventually, your legs will be almost straight, and you don't have very much room to lift at all. When you get to that point, start walking it back. This is called a hip bridge walk. Keep going. Lift as high as you can. We're only doing 1 round. From here, pull the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. All right, the next exercise we're doing is for our obliques, which are right in our sides. We're going to cross the right foot over the left, fingertips to ears, and we bring the left elbow to the right knee. That's all there is to it. Let's do 10 of these together. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. So now our left ankle goes over the right thigh, and we bring the right elbow to the left knee. Here we go. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. Pull the knees into the chest, rock side to side. And now we're going to straighten the legs, I really like these exercises for the lower abdominals. Drop it down, tap the heels to the floor, raise it up. Let's do 10 of these. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. If this is too tough, you can also bend the knees just like this and tap the toes. 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Stretch it out. Rock side to side. And then we're going to bring it up to a seated position. Bring it up to a standing position. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to stretch through the arms. Bring the hands behind the back. Take a wide stance. Bend forward. Raise the arms up overhead. Open through the chest. Relax the head. Stretch the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. From here, let your arms hang down. Stretch through the upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your thighs, bend your knees, back roll up. Give yourself a few more shoulder rolls. We worked our shoulders pretty hard today. Roll the wrists out, left side, right side. And we went through every exercise for 1 round. If you liked these exercises, you can go for them another round and do 2 rounds, maybe even 3 rounds in a circuit. So hopefully you found an exercise that you liked to help strengthen your shoulders. And I'm really glad that you were all here to join me today for this strength class. Thanks for coming, everybody.